Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for December. I hope everybody's doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Pisces, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces. You are starting out with the Page of Pentacles reversed. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So you guys are working really hard right now trying to make sure that your foundation is stable. I feel like there's other people that are observing you or watching you, but you don't seem to be aware of it. You're just really involved with making sure that your foundation is stable here. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this could indicate that maybe your finances, you may have had a small loss. But I feel like overall, this is indicating that there is somebody here that you're not talking with. You're working on your own foundation. And with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, you may be kind of feeling like there's a wish fulfillment that hasn't quite come through yet. But I feel like, you know, with this earth energy, it's coming. It's just coming very slow. Earth energy is actually very slow. So let me see the person who is in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. All right, we have the Chariot. For some of you, this person could live at a distance. We have the Five of Cups reversed. And we have the Fool in reverse. Yeah, so if this person does live at a distance, I do feel like they are going to be coming towards you. Regardless, this person wants to move forward with this connection. You may be feeling like things are moving a little bit slow. You may even feel like this person could be a little bit immature. There's an offer that you're waiting for or hoping for that has not yet been delivered. And it's because this person is being very careful about taking any kind of risk. I can see that this person sees the value in the connection, but they've gone through something here in the past that is making them be much more cautious. This is somebody who is currently pouring into themselves as well. They've had a loss, but they are open to love and they are willing to move forward. But I do feel like they're not moving forward in a rapid, way. In addition to that, I do feel like this person has some very old-fashioned mannerisms, habits, or values. All right. With the Fool here in reverse, this person is kind of thinking about taking this risk, thinking about jumping out there. But there's some fear involved with it. And that fear is based upon, things from the past and also, trying to balance out whether or not, how do I word this? They're trying to balance out the relationship versus self. All right. So let me see. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. The World in reverse. Yeah, things aren't complete between the two of you. There's some unfinished business. Yeah, there's some unfinished business here. There's a cycle that's trying to close out, though, but it's just not there yet. And you don't like that. It's something to do with fear based on this person's side. Because I feel like you're putting in the effort in this connection, but it's not going quite the way you want it to. All right, let me see what's affecting this connection. And it's not going quite the way you want it to because there is some sort of cycle that's trying to close out. Nine of Wands in the reverse. That's good. What that indicates is that it might take some time, but this can be overcome. So, but it will take some time. All right. And it does look like, Pisces, that it's because of things that this person has gone through in the past. Whatever they went through here, I feel like was difficult for them. And I feel like it's causing them to hold back with some sort of a new beginning with you. And you don't like that. You don't like that. Okay, so let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. What is it they say? Once burned, twice shy? That's the energy I'm getting from this person. Yeah, Ace of Wands reversed. So there's some sort of a new beginning that's really trying to come through. But there's a cycle that has to close out before that can actually happen. And I do feel like it's something that is not talked about between the two of you. It's, you know, you're not happy about this. I feel like you want to work, you want to move towards this new, you know, passionate beginning, or, you know, I feel like you want to move towards it faster than this person, because you're seeing this person as wish fulfillment. It may even have something to do with Christmas or Christmas plans, but this person is holding back. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer sign. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. It's an underlying energy, and that does indicate that a decision here is being made. Somebody is at a crossroads and a decision has to be made. So let me see. We're going to clarify, why is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Why is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse? All right, we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Is there somebody else in your energy here? Or somebody who lives at a distance? Because what I'm seeing here is that there's something that may be off and on. There was a loss involved with this. You may not be talking to this person, and this person's coming back in. But it doesn't feel like it's this person in your energy. It could be, but what I'm seeing here is there's somebody you're not in communication with, and it looks like that person's going to come rushing back in to try to, this looks like an ex, or it could be somebody you've had an off and on relationship with. They don't feel like things are through between the two of you, and you don't either. That could be the cycle that's trying to close out as well. It feels distinctly like a different energy than this person here. Yeah, there was a big loss. Whatever this was, there was a big loss. And either that person's coming back in, or you want to go back in and see if that can be recovered. Let me see why the Three of Pentacles is here. So what you're trying to do is rebuild yourself after heartbreak. You've done a lot of healing. Three of Swords reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. I feel like there's somebody else here in your energy. And I feel like this person, somehow it's... So you're the one that's kind of pulling this person into your energy in some manner, because you may be thinking about this person. There could be unresolved, you know, pain or trauma from this person, because I do see that this person made you feel powerless. And here's the thing, is that whatever occurred with this person here in the past is affecting your connection with this person in your current energy. Because I don't feel like whoever this is in your current energy. Now, I do see you rebuilding yourself, and I do feel that you've done a lot of healing. Somebody broke your heart, made you feel extremely powerless. You're actually avoiding that person now. There's a sense of avoidance. You're putting your effort into this connection. And you're healing. You're healing from heartbreak. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? Yeah, this is your new person. This is the person in your energy. Page of Cups. And the Three of Cups in the reverse. So there's some things you don't like about this person. I don't know if it's bringing up unresolved trauma. I also feel like you're not really dating right now. So there's something that's pretty... It appears to me you're only seeing this person. I can see you're not seeing this person from the past. I can see that you are seeing this person. You feel like the person from the past owes you an apology, but you've never gotten that apology. and you're very unhappy with that person. There is definitely someone new in your energy, and I feel like that's the energy I'm seeing here. That person is very sweet, actually very kind, or you feel that they are, but they're not rushing into anything. They're not moving in a very quick manner. You have a lot of earth energy over here, so there's things from your past that's kind of holding you back. And this is why we see this unresolved, the world in reverse. There are cycles here that are not complete. And because of that, you guys are not able to overcome, you know, these cycles just yet, but you're going to. And that's what's slowing things down. So let's look at this person's energy. Why is the Chariot here? All right, so we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and we have the Nine of Coins reversed. This person could have some codependency issues. They suffered something that made them unhappy as well. It was a great loss for them. They fear not being able to stand on their own 2 feet. They fear they fear losing their independence. They feel like that would make them very unhappy. They do want to move forward with this connection, but they don't want to lose their independence. And they may tend to lean into codependent behavior. Let me see why the Five of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, so they've got strong boundaries. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So their boundaries are very high. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. For some of you, this person, you know, could have somebody else that is in their energy. They have choices. I'm also seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But yeah, this is somebody who went through a very difficult time. This has caused them to kind of step into their independence. They do have a tendency to lean towards codependent behavior, but I also feel like they've worked on themselves quite a bit and they've put up their boundaries. I feel like they're healthy boundaries though. They are very passionate about you, but they may not always appear to come across that way. This is a very attractive person. They're very attractive. Other people like to be around them. They have a magnetic energy about them that people enjoy. But I also feel like they can kind of put up that guard and really wall you out in an instant. If something makes them unhappy, it's like boom, that wall comes down. So they might be a little bit defensive. Let me see this Fool in reverse. Show me the Fool in reverse. But these are all things that this person is, you know, they're working on themselves. I can see that. Queen of Pentacles. This person's surrounded by females. And the Justice card. Heavy Libra energy here, but you also have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, this person, so this person, for some of you, this person is going through a divorce or a separation. So they may not be able to go into this new connection just yet. That might be the holdup. Yeah, that could be the holdup. If so, I will say that they are in that process, but not quite there. For others of you, this is somebody who's basically evaluating this connection. They're basically seeing, are you coming in Empress energy here? Because they're checking to see, do you have the qualities of all 4 of these queens? It's important to them that you have good boundaries, that you are sensible. It's important to them that you are passionate, that the physical aspects are there, that people, you know, friends and family enjoy your company. It's also important to them that you be a good wife or mother material or mother material, that you're grounded, that you're good with money, that you're coming across in a balanced way. So either this person is encompassing those things or they're looking for that within you. And it feels to me like they're looking at that within you. They're evaluating you so they can make a good judgment call before they just jump into anything. This person is averse to risk. They don't like taking risk unless they have vetted you, unless they have, you know, come to a conclusion based upon the facts. This is a very fair-minded person too. It's important to them that they do the right things. I also feel like this is, if they have children, they're a good parent. I feel like they're good with money. I feel like this is somebody who has done a lot of work on themselves. So until they vet this connection, they're not going to move forward. Now, you may be a little bit unhappy with that, but if you understand the reason why is because they've gone through a lot in their past. They know their own tendencies. They don't want to lean back into codependent behavior because they know that's going to make them unhappy. I'm not seeing that they're moving backwards towards anyone else, although they do have a lot of options in their energy. I feel like this person, you know, with this Two of Wands in reverse, I feel like they do choose you. But this is a big crossroads for this person. And so they're not going to jump into this unless they vet the situation. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Oh, you've developed feelings, Pisces. All right, King of Cups. This person makes you feel powerful, makes you feel high vibrational. All right, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands reversed, and Temperance. Oh, this is excellent energy. You both have things that are unresolved. It doesn't look like it's with each other. It looks like it's outside of this connection. So you're showing up here with the King of Cups. You know, you are definitely having feelings and emotions for this person. I feel like you're invested in this connection. You're still resolving stuff from the past with somebody who was either inconsistent or a bit of a player. And I do feel that that person may have come back in or either has or will be coming back in saying, oh, Pisces, I love you. We should be together. This is, you know, we should get back together. I don't see you going for that because I do feel like you're invested in this connection. This is the new connection here. Are there things you don't like about it? Yes. But overall, it looks like, you know, you do have feelings for this person. And I do feel like you're going to be communicating that. In their energy, they feel like you are a gift from God. Yeah, this person feels like everything is balanced here. They like that you give as well as receive. They really like that you're affectionate. But I feel like this person has reached a sense of balance from the things that they've gone through. Particularly, they've worked on themselves with regard to possibly some depression, maybe some codependent energy. But I do see that they're showing up here as very balanced, and they do feel like this connection is very balanced. So this is really well. You're both investing in this connection, and there's some kind of discussion here, or if they live at a distance, travel, that's going to bring about a very positive but very quick change. All right, so let me see. You know what it looks like? It looks like this is someone new, Pisces, that you're dealing with, and you both have baggage from the past, but that is not quite resolved on both sides. But is it ever? I mean, we all have baggage, you know? All right, so we have the Eight of Coins, and we have the Two of Cups reversed. All right, so yeah, this person is still holding back. I do feel like you're putting more effort in, and that's making you feel, it's like raising some red flags for you. And there are other people that are watching this. I don't know if those are friends, family, children. I don't know, but there's other people that are watching this. I feel like you're the one that's putting in a lot of effort. You've lowered your guard, and you've done so much healing. So you're putting in a lot of effort. You want to resolve the problems that are here. I do feel like they will be resolved. However, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, this person is a little bit defensive. You know what? They don't want to open up to you about their past, is what it amounts to. They don't want to talk about it. And I think you do. So they're going to be a little bit defensive about that. yeah, they just, that's a major thing I'm seeing here. So the two of you are not on the same page with regard to that. They don't want to discuss that. Interesting. And you may be kind of coming to the conclusion that that may be what's causing them to hold back. But they don't want to talk about it. I can see that. They also don't want this connection to end, though. Let me see your outcome. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Six of Swords. All right, so they're going to be holding back. I don't see this new beginning or whatever this is that you're hoping to have happen. And it's almost like some of you may have put a timeline on it. Like if this doesn't occur by Christmas, then, you know, I'm out of here. So I don't know if, you know, I don't know if that's good or bad, but some of you definitely have put a timeline on this. The outcome is that there's a lot of concern. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of anxiety and stress. Why? Well, because you feel like if this person isn't going to come towards you and offer you something, you know, small, then and it looks like by Christmas, then, you know, you're just going to have to move on. You're just going to have to move on because you don't want to deal with chaos. I do feel like a lot of you feel like dating is chaotic. So you feel like this person is withholding from you, basically. In their energy, I promise you, Pisces, this person is really just trying to do the right thing. They're trying to vet the connection. So they're concerned, they're worried, they're thinking about it, they're stressing about it, but they feel overwhelmed. They may have other things going on in their life, particularly legal issues, or for some of you, this person is trying to, you know, come out of another connection or a marriage even. I do see something to do with legal issues for somebody. But this person has a lot of things on their mind. They feel extremely overwhelmed. They're trying to, you know, come towards you in a balanced manner. And I do feel that, you know, they're worried about it. They're concerned about it. They're thinking about it. But I'm telling you, you're not going to push this person forward, you know, too quickly. You're just not. Now, I also feel this person may have some difficulty with feelings and emotions. I feel like they're very loyal. I feel like they communicate well. I feel like the passion is there. What I'm not seeing is a lot of the cups. So just be aware of that. There are some things that the two of you are not on the same page about. But this person is, you know, struggling as well. I don't feel like this is going to happen in the, you know, like by the end of the week. A lot of you guys are giving this person a deadline, and you know, if they don't basically come forward by Christmas or the new year, then you're going to be moving forward. But they're struggling, and I don't feel like it's just with this situation. I feel like they're a little overwhelmed right now. So it feels to me like you want to move this forward faster than they do, and that's, you know, they're just not going to budge. I can tell you that. It's not that they don't value you, though. They do. But they want to be sure. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Coins in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And it, again, is indicating that there's some sort of a foundation that is here that's trying to come in. It's whatever the foundation is that you want. But, again, they're holding back. So I just feel like it's not because they don't have feelings and emotions for you. It's because things they've gone through in the past, things they don't want to discuss with you, and there's a fear that if they jump into something, you know, they're going to just wind up getting hurt, so they're going to vet the situation first. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card. All right, so you have number 34. It says impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and a fresh perspective. So give me a second and I'll read that for you. All right, it says a struggle to accept what seems unlikely, Devote regular time to improving a situation, becoming better at something you care about, or changing something for the better. Meditate on a miracle and believe in impossible things. So you guys might be feeling that this situation is impossible, but this is basically saying you need to get a fresh perspective on this, all right? I hope that this has been helpful for you, Pisces. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you get the chance, hype the video. Until I see you in your next reading, know that you are love, and namaste.